It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Defense wins championships, baby. Slam, slam, slam. Jim, 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 Jim. Check 24, check 24. Hey, motion, motion, motion. Reset, reset, reset. Go.
On second and 11 now. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Check 26, check 26.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Ingram. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Derrick Henry. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now it's Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line. Hey, check 24, check 24. Hey, box drop. Big Griffin.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Now Tannehill completes it to Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. A first down carry for Henry. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This will be caught by Brown. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 4. Check 13. Check 13. Go. Move.
Throwing is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Go, take it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Mike, 55.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. On 1st down, Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go. Mike 55. Come on, D. Check. 49. Check 49. Switch.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mark 55. Mark 55. Here we go, D. Hey, check right. Check it go.
Now it's Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Danny.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Keep playing hard.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Out, 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 out. Check.
Here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 31, Tannehill, and this one caught by Delaney Walker. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Tannehill on first down. And Walker has it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for Davis. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Back. Shit. Watch the shit. Begin. Check out, bro. Hot.
Jackson now. They go screen. This is Ingram. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And now look at him go. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Harold Landry able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Watch the ship, hey, watch the ship. Switch. Echo.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. He's going deep for Brown. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Kill.
General West.
Kill. Turn up.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Go now. 18 Gators.
Watch right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. On 1st down, Tannehill flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Judon, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. After the sack on 1st down, Tannehill, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
30 base.
90 is the mic.
And we have it.
On 1st down, Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Henry. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Trying to punch it in with Henry into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon, his 2nd sack of the night.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. To throw is Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey. Check 3.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
Let's bring it. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. What we got?
Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.